Oh, man, you got swag, Thomas. I like your swag.
Oldest white boy.
All right, Gator fans, welcome back to another episode. We're here with a couple national champions. We got Corey Brewer, back-to-back champion, and we got Urban Klavzar, Isaiah Brown, Cooper Josefsberg, and Micah Handlogten. How you guys doing today?
Good. I know they're doing really good right now.
We're definitely feeling good.
I know y'all enjoying it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, man.
For sure. Congratulations to you guys, man. Happy for you.
Appreciate you.
I want to ask you, who was the first person to ever say Gator Boys stay hot?
Joe King.
Joe King?
Sure. Joe was like super hype. We had just won, I forgot what we had just won, either the SEC championship or one of the tournament games. He was like, the Gator Boys are hot. The Gator Boys stay hot. And it just went from there. And it was real cool that y'all dudes was holding it down. I like that. The Gator Boys stay hot.
Stay hot.
Did you see the recreation video they made?
Yeah, it was cool. You know, I put it on my Twitter. I was like, I like the young fellas. They looked out for it.
Throughout this whole tournament, you know, Walter's been amazing. Will, Elijah, all the guys stepped up. Who would you say was the most underrated player throughout this run?
My man Haugh, he was killing. He made big shots. He did everything he needed to do to help the team win. But everybody played great, man. Like, for us, like being a Florida Gator, like it's about the team. And you could tell those guys embodied the same thing we did. Like, somebody had to step up. Walt did his thing, he carried, but it was the whole team. Everybody, like even the guys on the bench, man, like the dudes were so hype. Like you don't know how much that like you understand. Like when you make a play, you come to the bench and everybody's hype. Like that gives you so much juice to go out there and just keep hooping. Like when I watched the Gators, I knew we were gonna win. I feel like we're gonna win every game. So and that's a great feeling. Like when every time you step on the court, you feel like you're gonna win. That's what it's all about.
I wanted to ask you about Taurean in college.
Yo,
I didn't know a little more about him when he was a little younger.
Yo, T is the best, man. T is a wild boy. Hey, he's calmed down a lot. He's calmed down a lot.
He's still a wild boy.
Hey, but on the real, Taurean, like, is crazy, but he is, like the best. Like, for a point guard for us, he had the toughest job in the world. I tell everybody that. Like, he doesn't get enough credit. Like, we all were top 10 picks or whatever, but without Taurean, like, there's no way we would have did what we did just because he had to get everybody the ball. Like, and he still was the leading scorer, though, because he still shot out the ball. So, but Taurean is great, man. He listen, if he says something, he knows what he's talking about. He's a good dude, and you know, he loves Florida too, man. He bleeds orange and blue.
I wanted to ask you how and why did you guys decide to come back another year? Because you're projected to be like all lottery picks, so I just want to ask you about that.
Well, they're going to live it the next 2 weeks. The next 2 weeks, they're going to understand why we came back. Like, once you land at the University of Florida, like, you become something else. Like, it's amazing. Every time y'all walk on campus, like, you're going to feel it. Like, it's going to be unbelievable. For the rest of y'all's college career, it's going to be unbelievable being a Florida Gator. And for me, when we came back after we won it, we were just having the time of our life. And it's one of those things where, you know, the NBA is going to be there, but you can only go to college once, man. So we just enjoyed our experience.
We all seen the story. You talked about your dad telling you NBA will be there, money will be there. If you want to go back to college, go back to college. Do you think if that wasn't involved, if he wasn't there to tell you, don't worry, go back to school, you would have felt like you should have gone to the NBA for him and for your family?
For sure. If my pops didn't tell me that, I was going. Like, I thought I had to go. I'm like, I grew up poor. I'm gonna be real with you. I was like, I gotta go to the league. I got a chance to go to the league. When he told me that, I was like, oh, okay. I'm gonna go have fun then.
This is crazy. So next season starts. We're the winners from last year. How was campus like throughout the entire season? Even though it was a new year, you still won the championship the year before.
Campus, y'all gonna be every game's gonna be sold out.
Forever.
Yeah, every game's gonna be sold out. Like, y'all gonna sell games out. Campus is gonna be buzzing because you just won it. And then when the tournament, you guys gonna be good again next year. All the way up to the tournament, it's gonna be good.
I'm not sure if you saw that video of them ringing the doorbell and doing the Gator Boys Stay Hot.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Come on.
What are some like funny stories that you can share from your time winning the championship and all those celebrations, the weeks after?
Man, I don't think we slept for like a whole week. But
I haven't slept yet.
I can tell. Hey, that means you're having a good time. Just and even the stories, man. We just had so much fun just going out, like just being together, like like when you're together, like every time they're gonna see each other, every time anybody on the basketball team see each other, you're gonna be like, they're gonna be smiling and high fiving because it's just one of those feelings where it's unbelievable.
I wanted to ask you also about the 50 point game that you
I
had.
was gonna ask that, Herb.
I can get hot still.
Yeah.
I had to become a role player. When I got to the league, sometimes you get put in a role. It was cool, but a couple nights, every once in a while, they let me go out there and get some buckets. So
Tough.
it was one of those nights where, hey, I didn't feel like I could be guarded, so I said, why not go get 50?
What was like your favorite moment of both of your seasons, back-to-back champ seasons? Is there like
Probably I'm not gonna lie, the first time we won it, that first championship was crazy because we were ranked like 75th or 80th at the beginning of the year. So nobody expected us to win it. And we felt like we were nice. Like, we felt like, we nice. We the best team ever. But when it came to realization, like we actually won it, it was like after that, just sitting on there when one shining moment came on, like that was probably the best thing ever. One shining moment came on and we were just looking at it and we were just looking at each other like, yo, we really just won a national championship. Like we did. Like,
Yeah.
like it's one of those things where y'all probably look at each other like, yo, we actually did it. Like
It still doesn't feel real
not
yet.
at all?
that's what I'm saying. You talk about it all year. You be talking in the preseason like, yo, we gonna win it all this year. Like watch when it hits you, y'all gonna be like, yo, we did it. Like we nice. We did it. Like that's probably the best feeling ever.
So, Corey, I wanted to ask you, just like you guys, they probably want another one. What do you think this team has to do to go ahead and win another one?
Keep that same swag. Like keep the same swag, the same confidence, and the guys who didn't if you didn't play a lot this year, like y'all guys know, you got to step up now. Like it's your time, and that's what it's all about. Guys are gonna leave, so you got to step up. Guys got to step up. But now y'all been through the process, so y'all know what it's like to win. You want to win again, so it's all about trying to get back to that same place.
What was the first thing you did after you won the national championship? And who was the first person you called after you won the national championship?
First thing I did, I called my mom and dad. Well, I didn't call my mom. My mom was there. I called my dad because my dad wasn't able to make it because he had just had surgery. So I called my dad, and I was hyped. I was talking to him, and it's one of those moments, a special moment for me because he was like one of the reasons I really went to Florida.
Yeah.
So it was, that's what I did first. And then when I got back to campus, I was everywhere, man. I ain't gonna lie, I was everywhere. Like I said, didn't sleep for a while.
So, Corey, for all the recruits out there that are considering coming to Florida, what type of advice would you give them, and what's your message for them?
Man, there ain't no place like Florida. There's no place like Gainesville. The people, just everybody involved with Florida Gator basketball. Once you step on campus, you'll see why you should go to Florida. And we win. Who doesn't want to go win?
100%.
Yeah. Oh my God, there he is. That's a big top man right there.
Sorry, I couldn't hop on. I was just finishing up homework.
Good.
I haven't been doing homework for like 2 weeks now, so Tom's on my ass, bro.
Hey, T-Dub. He was on us for 3 years, so I get it.
I'm doing it as we talk, so it's like.
Corey, now that we have Thomas here, I remember you said that he's probably the most underrated player on this team. What are some of the things about Thomas Houck's game that you really admire?
He can go inside and outside. He go inside, outside. And, man, you got swag, Thomas. I like your swag. He don't mind taking shots. Like, I like the big fella. He pick, pops, he's shooting it. If he open, get to the hole. Like he's right now he's a big that you really want. Like in today's game, that's the bigs everybody's looking for. A big dude who can shoot it, put it on the floor, inside, outside. So I was hyped. And my man, he came off the bench. Like he didn't care. Like he come off the bench, get to it. He knew his role. Like that's how I know he's a winner. Like most guys like him, most people would think he want to start. Like he didn't have to start. Like he did his thing without starting. And if he did start, he did his thing. It doesn't matter. So that's why Thomas, it don't matter. And you're a champ now. So
I appreciate it.
Really matters.
I appreciate you.
So I want to ask everyone in the room this, but I'm going to start with Corey. So we all know Todd Golden's a great coach, but what are some of the things about Todd Golden that you really admire?
His fire, man. You can tell he really he wants to win. And Todd's got some stuff about him. Like he got some stuff about him. He believes in himself, and that's what you got to have in a coach because it's going to make you believe in him.
I just like how he's a player's coach. He's like a brother to us, basically, off the court, and also I don't know the way he coaches, and that's the thing that I like the most about him.
I'm gonna kind of piggyback off what Herb said. Just his ability to like build relationships with us individually off the court, as well as like be a great coach on the court. I think it's a really good capability that he has, and I think that really helps him not only with recruiting but keeping people here once they get here.
I think he has some pretty big balls while coaching. He makes a lot of decisions in some games in crunch time that most coaches wouldn't make, and I respect that. So
I say his passion for the game. Basically, whenever he yells at us, it's coming from a good place, and whatever he says has meaning behind it, and he's not just yapping just to yap.
Yeah, I just think he's like they said, a player's coach. He's one of the guys on and off the court, man. He's a really cool dude.
For sure. So I have another question for everyone in the room. What would you say is the loudest crowd you've ever played in front of, NBA or college?
Ooh, NBA or college? I'm gonna say the Hump, Mississippi State. It was probably the loudest. The Hump was crazy. Like they had Lawrence Roberts. Like I couldn't hear. I couldn't think.
I think the Kentucky game away was pretty loud.
The UNC game in Charlotte. It was supposed to be like a neutral court game, but that's 2 hours from their campus. Like
it was in the Hornets arena, and every single seat was UNC fan. They went on a little 10-0 run. It got pretty wild in there.
Also, the Auburn game was kind of crazy.
It was crazy before we just took off on them. Yeah. Then it got real quiet.
Yeah. At first it was wild. It was like I can't hear nothing. I'm over here looking at Coop like, yo, what's going on? I'm like, yo, my ears are cooked, but nah.
I'd probably say UNC. Probably, or Kentucky. Kentucky was lit.
So I was asking Urban this. When it comes to scrimmaging and practice, who was the hardest player he's ever had to guard? And he said Walter. So for you, part of those back-to-back national championship teams, who was the toughest player to guard?
Practice? Man. I'm going to have to say, to be honest, it would be Taurean just because the way we would split the teams, it would probably be Taurean because he's so small. He'd just be running around. I'm like 6'9", I got to guard him. He running around like probably. I say Taurean on my team. It had to be Taurean. But let me go back actually. My freshman year, Anthony Roberson. Anthony Roberson was unbelievable. I don't know if y'all know Pete from Deep. Pete, he was unbelievable. Like he was probably one of the best shot makers I've been around.
What do you have to say to some of the guys that could potentially get drafted this summer, but they could also choose to come back and try to compete for another title? What type of advice would you have for them?
Now it's so different, man. Y'all dudes can get paid. So you got to look at, is it going to be worth going to the NBA? Is it worth it, or is it worth coming back? Like, can you if you can get just as much and come back and help your draft stock, I'll come back. But if you're just if you're not going to get better, like your stock's not going to get better, I'd probably have to go. You probably have to go.
I mean, I got a couple questions off camera, but I got to think of. I had
to give you my number. I had to shoot you my number.
Hey, we appreciate you as always.
All right, fellas, y'all go hold it down. Have a good time, man. I'll see you guys at some point this summer.
Yes, sir. Gator boys, stay hot.
Gator boys, stay hot.